All right, we got the SUB X4 blind here today. We're gonna show you how to put it together. The frame is made up by 4 different types of parts. You have the middle angle U-bar assembly, the corner angle U-bar assembly, the 3 lower structure U-bars, and the horizontal U-bars. So it's pretty straightforward. If you put together an SUB X3 before, this is a little bit different, but also kind of the same. First, we're gonna start off with the lower pieces, and these lower pieces, if you look, there is one that will have 2 receiving ends on it, and 2 of them will only have 1 receiving end on it. So the one with the 2 receiving ends is the middle, and then the other 2 go on the ends. So next up in the process is the center pieces. They look like this, and what you're gonna do is just slide them right onto the middle end right here, and then push that snap and lock it in. And then there's also a D-pin that can go through this piece right here. You do the same on the other side. Now we got to put the corner angled U-bar assembly onto this. It can be kind of tricky to do it by yourself, but it can be done. You just got to put the angled piece down here on the end. And I always like to put them on but not lock them in until I get the other side put on, especially when I'm doing this by myself. Then you push the pins, and that'll lock it into place. And then we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the back side. Something to keep in mind when you're going through this process is paying attention to where these are. Because if these receiving ends are on the outside, that means you got it in the wrong spot. So these pieces always have to face the inside so then we can move on to the next step. All right, now we got the horizontal U-bars, and we're gonna just go ahead and slide them in to the receiving ends of these. Then we'll go ahead and do the same thing on the back side. Now that we got this side set up, we have to do the exact same thing for this half of the blind. And that is how you assemble the frame of the SUB X4. Now all we have to do is put the cover on and brush it up, and you're gonna be good to go. Now when you're putting the cover on, they've got buckles. So you just take this strap, go ahead and wrap it around the top bar. I like to get all these buckles clipped before I go and tighten anything down. If you look on the inside of the cover, around the edges, and then also along the middle, there's these Velcro tabs, and they will Velcro to the frame, and then along the side here as well. And then there's a little pocket down here in the corner that will slide underneath that front corner of the blind. And there you go. That's how you set up your SUB X4 blind. I'm going to show you guys how to break it down if you've never done it before. It's basically the same thing, but backwards, taking it apart, and then you're going to roll it up in a nice little bundle. A little pro tip here, when this is all grassed up, if you don't want all of your grass to fly off of the cover, I like to sandwich the grass covers together. So I'll lay this first one grass side up, and the second one grass side down, and that'll save a lot of grass on the blind. And there you go. It's all packed up and ready for the next hunt.